Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Brandon and you're watching M.O.N.Comics. Been a minute since I've just sat here and had some comics to talk about, what I've picked up, who I got them from. You know, I had my whole Terrificon series and there was a community tag challenge for a room tour. Then I just did the Big 5 Live this past Friday with a bunch of awesome creators. So yeah, I'm due for a book video, and before we get into that, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to the channel, hitting like on this video. You can also follow me over on Instagram where I post my collection. It means a lot to me. Very grateful for all my subscribers. Just hit 1,700 subscribers. Again, just blows my mind when I hit milestones, and we are going to do a giveaway I'm going to announce at the end of this video to celebrate, and I'll tell you about the rules and I'll show what books we're giving away. And also, if you haven't voted for the CBC Awards, I am a finalist in 2 categories, Best Unboxing and Favorite Channel in the 1,000 to 5,000 subscriber tier. I can't win without you guys voting. It would mean a lot to me. Voting is open until mid-October, maybe the 19th, I think, and then the show for the finalist is on November 2nd to announce the winner. So be honored if you throw a vote my way. It would mean a lot to me. Got a whole bunch of eclectic stuff to go over today. Modern, Silver Age, and some books that were sent to me by friends of the channel. So let's get right into it. I'm going to go with a modern comic first. So this book's been on my radar. I'm doing the Daredevil run. I guess I kind of am now. I have 1 through 10, and I might as well start from the beginning. But there are some modern books that I kind of wanted to get my hands on before they go any higher. One of them being the first appearance of a villain who's going to be in Daredevil Born Again. And I think this book's gone up a little bit since it was announced. But I think it's only going to go up more because the first series of Daredevil with Charlie Cox and John Bernthal and Vincent D'Onofrio as the Kingpin was amazing. And I think they're going to knock it out of the park with this one. So this is Daredevil, volume number 5, issue 11 from 2016. It's written by Charles Soule, and the inks, cover, and art are by Ron Garney, who I actually had the pleasure of meeting at Terrificon because he is the artist for Berserker, who he does along with Keanu Reeves. So this book is the first appearance of the villain Muse. Muse is a deranged artist / serial killer, and as soon as I heard about this villain and what he was about, I was very interested. The first crime scene they ever find of his is a mural he painted from the blood of over 100 missing people. So that's pretty creepy, pretty serious villain stat right there. And I'm very much interested in his abilities. He has the coolest one, I think, is imperceptibility. So his body creates a vortex that sucks in all the sensory stuff around him, which makes it hard, obviously, for Daredevil to track him. Also superhuman strength and speed, very smart, obviously. Really, just from the minute I started researching this, I really dug this cover. I think it's a really beautiful cover, and there are modern books with first appearances of villains that, they may stand the test of time. And very interested to see how Muse turns out in the show. Got this one off eBay. I was in a claim sale on Instagram, and there was one in there, and some guy sniped it from me, and that's okay. He wanted it more at that point. But very cool cover, very cool book, very cool first appearance. I think I'll be happy I got this when it starts to go up in price when the show drops or more trailers come out. So yeah, Daredevil, volume 5, issue 11, first appearance of Muse. I might as well just go for the whole Daredevil run. I think that'll be like one of my collecting goals next year because it's not too bad as far as prices for, Silver Age into Bronze Age. You got first appearance of Elektra, first appearance of, who else? Bullseye. There's some big first appearances. And Silver Samurai, I believe, makes his first appearance in Daredevil. But yeah, so I might just go for it. But very happy to add this one to my collection. Okay, this next book, you probably won't be shocked if you watch my channel recently and what I've been picking up. I got this from a claim sale on Rlcomics 11, which is probably one of the bigger sales pages on Instagram. Been in their sales tons of times, a lot of window shopping, until I found they were doing a show with a seller by name of Collector Supreme. And they started throwing up the pre-hero Marvel Monster books. So this is Strange Tales 78 from 1960, of course, a creative team of Stan Lee and Larry Lieber, and the art was done by Jack Kirby. So I did a little more research and digging on, prototype names, monsters, the whole era. And it turns out that in the 80s, the Overstreet Price Guide, it would first appearances were the big thing. They were what everyone was going after. And people were able to also submit to the Overstreet Guide with suggestions for the book. And a lot of collectors and dealers were talking about prototypes and how it seemed a lot of these early characters had connections to characters Marvel used later on. This being one of them. There is a story in here, The Worm Man, I think. I'll put the title down here, and I'm going to flash some pages up right now. But it talks about, a spy that can take a pill and shrink down. And so this is one of the ones that was being referenced in this article I read. And also, besides this issue, there was a Strange Tales 75 and 92 that were both possible Ant-Man prototypes. I don't know, the more I read this article, the more I thought about it. Tales of Suspense, I believe 31 with the Doctor Doom prototype, if you will. Now that looks exactly like Doctor Doom. On the cover, the mask looks right. Let me show you the splash page quick. You can see, it looks just like Doctor Doom. Like they just copy and pasted. But some of these monsters, they don't have a prototype, usually it has a connection to the direct finished product. Journey into Mystery 62, when they talk about the Hulk, is actually Zemnu the Titan. It doesn't look like the Hulk. A lot of these prototypes don't look like it. It's more like they recycled the names. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of that. So it was very interesting to me. So yeah, I got this from Collector Supreme through an Elite Comics 11 claim sale. I bought 3 books that day. One's a pre-code horror book that will be in my Halloween show, which is going to be October 26th, which is a Saturday. I'll talk more about that as we get closer to it. And then I also got Tales to Astonish 11. And unfortunately, when I got it and opened it up, it was missing the splash page. Now, they didn't divulge that during the sale. I don't know if it was overlooked. I didn't ask them to open up the book. I knew it was low grade. They were advertised as low grade, and you can tell it's low grade, but they were at the right price. Now, I'm telling you this because when I reached out to Collector Supreme, their customer service was above and beyond. So I will shop there with confidence again, and you should too if they have a sale. I said, hey, this is missing the splash page. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that. Please send it back and I'll refund you. He also refunded the shipping. It was a very seamless transaction. He was very apologetic, very cool about it. So I packaged it right back up, sent it out to him. He had it at his shop, and within a day, he refunded me. The communication and contact was great. I believe his name was Joseph. So I would highly recommend, even though there was a snafu with the page missing out of the book, they covered it, they guaranteed it, they got me my money back. And the other 2 books I got, which was this one and the pre-code horror book that will be shown at a later date, were great. I was very happy with them. So it was cool to jump in an Elite Comics 11 claim sale and finally get a book through them and through a seller there featuring. But very cool. Still having a blast picking up these pre-hero Marvel monsters and learning about them. If my channel was going to become anything, I would like it to be educational. Do the research and then teach you folks something. Something I did learn too throughout my research. Well, it's been a couple weeks since I put out a video just featuring books. I talked to my friend Steven, who is Collecto6. I'll throw his Instagram up. Amazing wealth of knowledge in the comic book community, and these books were being pumped out. They were 10-cent books, 10-cent funny books. So they were being made with cheap material. That's why you get a lot of the Marvel chipping. They didn't last that great. They weren't meant to stand the test of time. They were read a ton. So these books are hard to find in the higher grades. And if you do, you're going to pay for it. So that was something else I learned. So I love learning stuff. And if I can pass the knowledge on to some more people, I'm happy to do so. I always thought this was a cool cover with a guy's shadow being a Martian. It is about like a Martian undercover. A lot of these stories are in all of the Strange Tales, Tales to Astonish, Tales to Suspense, and what's the other one? Journey into Mystery are typically anthologies with 3 to 4 stories in them. One will feature the monster on the cover, and then the other stories won't really be related to that, but will be horror, sci-fi related. So yeah, Strange Tales 78, very cool. Happy to add that to the collection. Thank you, Collector Supreme, for an awesome experience. So I'm filming this video Wednesday the 25th. The 24th was my birthday. Some people don't like to celebrate birthdays when they hit certain numbers, I celebrate every one because I do, and I'm sure people watching this video that unfortunately don't have friends or family they get to celebrate anymore. So my family, after work, we hung out, we went to dinner, and my wife got me a present, and I'll be darned if it wasn't one of the coolest presents she got me. Shout out to Ryan, the Colossus Collector, for assisting and helping her get this for me. But Strange Tales 88 she got me for my birthday. I've wanted this book for so long because it's just 2 awesome Zootak monster monsters fighting on the page. The worst menace the world has ever known. Jack Kirby and Steve Ditko covering art. Don Heck art. I'm going to assume it was written by Stan Lee or Larry Lieber, but it is from September of 1961, so it was really cool that this was released my birth month of 61. I'm not that old. But beautiful 6.0 off white to white pages. That's a hard grade for these books, and it just looks beautiful. Huge thanks to my wife Hannah. This was a really special birthday too. You know, she gave me it in a priority mailer box, and I didn't know what it was, and I opened it up, and it was wrapped in tissue paper, but I knew that feeling of a graded book, you know, when I had it in my hand. So I was very excited, and I've wanted this for a while because if you've been watching my channel or if you haven't, I collected the Adventure into Fear run from issues 1 to, I think I need 19 and 13 still, and I still need 20 through 31, but I was just focusing on the early ones because a lot of them were reprints of these stories. So you can see that Fear issue number 3, features a reprint of the original stories from Strange Tales 88. So very happy that she got me this. And also shout out to Collective 6, my buddy Steven. I asked him, like, why were the colors different? Why are they these colors here and these colors here? And he said, mostly they just wanted to make them pop. They wanted to make them more attractive to the consumer. You can see how the people at the bottom have a little more color. The monsters are a little more colorful over here, and the trade dress and everything. So this is actually one issue before Fin Fang Fu makes his debut in Strange Tales 89, which is pretty cool. So I've got 88 and 89, but really, really pumped. I've been trying to match the reprints with some of the originals. I think this is maybe the first or second I have. I'll have to check, but I don't have a ton of them. I should just start going through and matching them and getting them, but really grateful. My wife got me such a cool present. Thanks again. Love you so much, Hannah. That's very awesome of you. I'm happy and proud to add this to my collection. It's with me forever. The next couple books are real quick ones I want to show. Jab's Expensive Paper, relatively new YouTuber. They're a creative team, Jay and Baxter, and they're having a blast. Doing their thing, talking comics, and I've been trying to help them with like suggestions, and they've been reaching out to me, and I watch their videos. I enjoy what they do, and they just got a random box in the mail one day, and it was full. It had a couple stickers, which I was really pumped about because it was Vision and Hellboy with an awesome little note. It's like 3D if you can see it, and I opened it up, and it said, thanks. Hey, Brandon, thank you for being one of our biggest supporters and all the advice through our YouTube journey. You've been our biggest cheerleader and wanted to send you a small token of our appreciation and gratitude. Jay and Bax. And I was blown away. They knew the key to my heart. So this is Something to Kill in the Children, 31. This is a signature of Mike Mayhew. So this is a variant done by Mike Mayhew. Signed something, my first and only signed Something is Killing the Children book. This is one of the more modern books I've been into reading and collecting lately, and again, I could see how modern collectors just go down the rabbit hole with these books because there's just so many beautiful covers that I love to own. Really cool blue signature, kind of matches the tone of the cover, and it came with this cool certificate of authenticity. So check out their channel. They're great guys. Jay and Bax, I really appreciate this token of appreciation, and I got your address now, so I'll hit you guys back with something. So thanks for that, guys. The other book was randomly sent to me. I had a claim sale back before Terrificon, and one gentleman who bought some stuff for me by the name of, bought some stuff from me rather, by the name of Rich, just up and sent me a book and said, hey, thanks for being a class act. I shipped, I sent him a note. I try to do as good as I can, as I would want to receive. So he sent me this book randomly, which I've actually recently shown on my channel because my coworker got it for me. It's a monsters book. It's a modern book, and it talks a lot about the pre-hero Marvel monsters, as well as my boy Man-Thing right there, Devil Dinosaur. I already had this book, so I'm going to pick one of these books that my friend gave me or Rich gave me. Thank you for sending this, Rich. This is one of the books that's going to be in the giveaway. So I'm going to talk more about that in a second, but since I already have two, I thought maybe this would give someone the bug to go down the Marvel monster road. So that is one book in the giveaway, and I'll show more in a second. But I have a surprise unboxing quick. Browsing YouTube one day. It's amazing how many things will get suggested to you that you've never seen before. And bearing this gentleman is a relatively new YouTuber, he had a really cool video, a really cool kind of like challenge to himself or goal for himself. And He has a bunch of books ranging from Amazing Spider-Man to Daredevil to Fantastic Four to Thor. A lot of great books, actually, and he's trying to use them to trade towards items of his favorite character, which happens to be Conan the Barbarian. I never got into the Conan comics as a kid, but my dad loved the 2 movies. Barbarian's the best, but Destroyer still scratched that itch for some Conan action when you needed it. And Will Chamberlain was in it. Come on. So he threw it out there that he's, trying to trade for these, anything Conan related. And we're trying to work out a trade. But I will link his channel. It's Son of Crom. I'll put that down in the description. Go check it out. Check out his trade video. Maybe you have some Conan that you don't want, that you want to trade with him. But he said, hey, I do have some Monsters books. I'd love you to have them. Any ones that you already have, use them in the giveaway. So guess what, gang? I was nominated and became a finalist for Best Unboxing Channel. Surprise unboxing, and any books that I already have in here are going to go into the giveaway immediately. So let's get in and see what we got. All right, I've opened it up, and it is quite a stack of books here. Wow. Dude. Crom. Okay, let's go through these. Some I don't have, I can tell already. Okay, so we sent a Lady Death comic. If you collected comics in the 90s and you were a young boy or girl looking at these on the rack, they certainly drew your attention. I do not have this one. So it is a Lady Death. I don't know what issue it is, but very cool book. All right, here we go. Right into it. Legion of Monsters, 1 of 4. And if there's if there's not a ton of books that I, already have in here, I'll throw some of these in a giveaway too. So Legion of Monsters number 1, number 2, really cool covers. Number 3, I can't wait to read this. Got Morbius on there, Werewolf by Night, and number 4. So, awesome 4-part miniseries, Legion of Monsters, that I will read. We've got Aliens. Free Comic Book Day, 2009. Wow. And then AVP, Dead Space. Very cool. Anything Aliens I'm into. I don't have these. These already hit me with stuff that I don't have. Alien number 1, Aftermath, GameStop exclusive number 1. Very beautiful cover. I don't see who the cover artist is. I'm going to do a lot of research. He also sent Aliens. Wow, this is great. Aliens number 3. Beautiful. This next book I didn't know existed, but I'm immediately jazzed about it. It is Fin Fang 4. What a cool cover. So it's got Electro, Gorgilla. I think Goom is the other one on here. Fin Fang Foom. Yep, Gugam, Son of Goom. Look at that. Fin Fang 4. So I'm guessing this is like the Marvel monsters in place of the Fantastic Four. This is really cool. Has anyone else seen this? Drop me in the comments if anyone knew about this and didn't tell me about this. Dang. And on the back, Fin Fang 4 Return. And it's got a bunch of the monsters too. So Fin Fang Foom, it's got Electro dressed as the current Electro. Gorgilla, Gugam, Son of Goom. Wow. Also in this issue, sensational issue, Doc Samson. Wow. Look at the corner box. This is amazing, dude. I can't wait to get into these. Ooh, Predator number 1. Who did this cover? Sultaris, maybe? Wow. And Predator issue 2. Look at those beautiful covers. I have my reading cut out for me. Dude, Son of Crom, you have just... And then Aliens, Free Comic Book Day 2009. So he sent 2 of these. So this will go in the giveaway right away. Let me see if I can relocate this. So since it's bagged and boarded, this will go in the giveaway too. And then I'll recap all the giveaway books. I've got some good ones coming. Colonial Aliens Marines number 2. a lot of this, he just said he's just trying to create space. And I get that. As a collector, sometimes you're willing just to, if you're not attached to the books, just to be kind and pass it along is awesome. Aliens #1, Dark Horse Comics. Aliens #2, Dark Horse Comics. Ooh, that's awesome. And then he sent along the Werewolf by Night #1 Red Band edition. Very cool. I have the Free Comic Book Day Red Band, but I don't have any of these. Of course, the one that's, I have the one, I think it's a homage to Crime Suspense Stories 22 with Thor's head, or else maybe I gave that in a giveaway. I don't know, but that's awesome. Anne Rice, Interview with the Vampire. Awesome. That's from '92. Monsters Unleashed, issue #2, variant edition. Man, these are right up my alley. So, no, you know, you don't have to send Man-Thing for me to love monsters. This is awesome. Monsters Unleashed #3. Who's on there? Oh, it's like all the monsters, pre-hero monsters fighting, you know, more current day characters. Miles Morales, Spider-Man, Captain Marvel, Hulk. This is awesome. This is great. Monsters Unleashed. Ooh, how about that? So it's got Monsters Unleashed #4 with Zutak, which is actually right there. Very cool. Love having the book that connects these books. Monsters Unleashed #5. Oh man, look at these covers. This is great. Thanks, man. I will pay this forward, dude. Well, I'm gonna do a heck of a giveaway. Ooh, the Infernal Man-Thing. Here we go. Is this free comic book free digital copy? Look at that cover. Look at that cover. Arthur Adams, man. Beautiful cover. That's issue #1 of 3. And then I actually have this one, so Amazing Spider-Man Fear Itself is going in the giveaway. Issue #1, one shot. The next book I already have, so this will be going in the giveaway. It's the John Tyler Christopher action figure Man-Thing variant. So that's really cool. I can give that away. This one I have, it's the R.L. Stine adaptation. It's like the retelling of his origin story, but it's all R.L. Stine. So I will be giving this away in the giveaway. Man-Thing #3. Didn't have this one. It reminds me of the cover my buddy Travis from Comics Limited did with me with a damsel in distress. Man-Thing looks surprised to be getting a kiss there. That's great. He also sent along issue #4 and issue #5. So, Son of Crom, dude, I'm going to need to start reading all of these this weekend. This is amazing. Thank you so much. Check out Son of Crom's channel. Link will be in the description. Very nice guy. I've been in contact with him over email. I know he's already started working some trades. And, you know, he's still looking for Conan stuff. So, you know, watch that video where he talks about it and hit him up. He gives his email there. Really easy guy to talk to. He shipped these and packaged these well and safely. And let's move on to the giveaway. All right. So, as you just saw, because Son of Crom was so kind to send me, anything doubles, I said I give away. So, in the giveaway, we'll have this Man-Thing issue #2. The John Tyler Christopher action figure variant. Amazing Spider-Man Fear Itself one-shot. This Aliens Free Comic Book Day from 2009. We'll be giving away this Monsters book, which has a lot of the pre-hero Marvel monsters. Now, this next book is real special. I had a creator reach out to me, my buddy Elliot, from the UK some time ago. He's going to be on K-pop channels soon, as she's like the person that, you know, she's the person that really spotlights creators in a way that no one else can. She's great at it. But I want to talk about his book more. I'm going to do it in a different video and really pay it its due diligence that it needs. But he reached out to me and he's like, hey, I have a comic book I'd like you to read. I know you're into horror. And he sent me these images and the comic, and I was like, I love it. And he's a very talented artist. And he came up with his own comic called Hellbound. And I was like, you got to start a Kickstarter, dude. And I think he's already fully funded. I'll check and put the link to it below. Think John Constantine meets The Crow. That's how I describe it. Really cool book. He gave me a few copies, and I should pass this on to someone else who will appreciate it. So this is a Hellbound comic. There are, limited amounts of this out there. It's a really cool story, really awesome art inside. And I highly recommend reading it as soon as you get it, if you win. The last book, I may have just upgraded this book, so I felt like I should get it back out there into the world for free. So Daredevil, #9, first appearance of the Enforcer. Great Wally Wood cover. Yeah, I upgraded it recently, so I see that upcoming video, but I thought that it would be really fun to, give this to someone, one of my first 10 Daredevils, pass it on to someone as I got another one coming of this issue. So let's recap the books. So a 7-book giveaway to celebrate 1,700 subscribers. Rules: must be 18 or over. I'm not mailing. I can't mail anything. I'm not getting into legalities of mailing stuff to anyone who's a minor. US and Canada only this time, guys. Sorry, international, but I'll get you another time. What you have to do to enter in the comments, just leave a hashtag 1700, 1700. Make sure you use zeros, because when the comment selector I use pulls it, it's going to look for those zeros. So hashtag 1700. We'll run it for a week. I'll probably draw it next Wednesday when I start filming the video for next week. And we'll go from there, and I'll reach out and tell who won this. I've got some really fun videos, guys, coming up. I'm going to try to live up to my unboxing finalist nomination. I've got 2 books coming in that I'm going to unbox that'll be here tomorrow, and that'll be next week's video. I've got my book that was hopefully signed by legitimately John Buscema is almost done being graded at CBCS. And I've got a book coming back from Terrificon 2 from CGC at some point. So stay tuned, guys. Tons of great content coming up. And again, just appreciate all the love, all the time, all the support. So let me preface this. When everyone, you put hashtag 1700 in the comments to enter this contest, I'm probably just going to end up liking and hearting a lot of the comments. I'll get hundreds of comments, and it's just... I pride myself in answering every comment I get on every video until I do like a giveaway, because it just comes too much. There's just too many comments. So don't be offended if I'm not, sharing back your sentiment of what you say to me. So again, Instagram, check me out there. Like, comment, subscribe here. CBC Awards. Go check out Son of Crom's channel on YouTube. Really nice guy. Thank you, my friend, for all these books. I'm already paying it forward, and I'll continue to do so. And I hope you guys have a great, safe weekend. Until next time, keep reading those comics.